104.1 KRBE. Let's get started. It's the Roula and Ryan Show.
Wake up, fool!
Hey, wake up!
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Right here.
Featuring Eric.
Eric, he is a bad, bad man.
Special K.
The big red K.
Are you threatening me?
I'm waiting for you.
And Sam.
I am a wuss! I am a wuss!
You've waited long enough. How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula. And
Ding dong.
Ryan. 104.1 KRBE.
Good morning.
Good morning, Houston, Texas. It's Tuesday. It's February the 4th of 2025, and it's 6:02 a.m. with the gang, Roula, Ryan, Eric, Special K, and Sam. And today's a big day. It's the second Monday of the week. Okay, it's Tuesday. But at 7:20 this morning, we have a really fun announcement, and you can't play the drum roll now because no one's playing for an hour and a half.
Why not? The dumb roll?
The dumb roll.
The dumb roll.
The
That
drum
is our-
roll.
Your
The drum
forearms
roll.
are going to hurt, Ryan.
I'll give you a hint. It has to do with Monster Jam. No, just kidding.
The roof is coming off the
We're all
studio.
going to drive a truck of our own on Monster Jam. No, just kidding.
I love seeing all the social media guesses and
I would
stuff.
love to do
listener
that.
line.
Oh, we'll play
It's
some
fun,
of those.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are like, oh,
I like guesses.
I said the Roula and Ryan show, as you know, it will change forever today at 7:20.
I know people are crying.
You're
What
not
is
lying.
happening?
You're not exaggerating.
What is happening?
I need a bingo card of reactions.
Oh,
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah.
You
Like,
should.
which
Oh my
ones?
God, that's so cool. Oh my God, who?
You guys what?
Oh my God, why?
You can't
What?
cry wolf with something
What
like
does this
this.
mean?
I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
I knew it. Yeah,
Nobody
I
knows
knew
it.
it. I knew it
That's
as a
what I
good
got
one.
a lot
Yeah,
of.
I
when
promise
was
you, nobody
ready.
knows it.
Like you
Nobody
can't
knows it.
say like it's a major announcement and then it's just like, well, we got rid of news. You know, it's like it's got to be like a major announcement, and it is.
And people already
It's about
know.
as big
Maybe
as
some
it can
6
get.
o'clockers aren't on up on the schedule, but it's not a baby announcement. We already did that. Sam is having her second baby.
You can
It's
knock
not
that one off your bingo card.
And later this
Right.
week, you're going to tell everyone the sex, right?
If you want me to, if people want to know.
About the sex?
Yeah, like
What
how was it?
gender?
Ew.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Oh my God, inappropriate.
Why would
I'll
we
have
do that?
Mark come in and we're going to recreate it.
HR, I feel unsafe.
The gender of baby Moo, if you want. We can we can talk about that.
Yeah,
Well,
Thursday.
Sam's not there yet, but since we're in the Tree of Trust, I will share this
cow?
quickly. What's happening?
I know.
Don't have a cow, man.
Oh my God. Since we're in the Tree of Trust, I will say, Sam, your child, Santiago, is just like, what, not even 2, barely 2. He'll be
Yes.
2 like in a month, exactly from today.
He's adorable.
And in like, I don't know how many years, you will get the question about birds and bees.
Uh-oh.
And one of my children, when was told about birds and bees, then wanted to let me know that she had lots of questions and she wanted to know exactly how me and Daddy did that.
Oh no.
And I was like, well, that's a conversation that sounds like it's going to take longer than we have right now because we're almost home. So
Good answer.
why don't we get all the groceries out of the car and get dinner going? And after dinner, you and I can sit down by ourselves and we can talk about it. And I'm just thinking, oh my God.
Then you gotta distract
I did
her.
not expect the direct question about how
At
it all
what age,
played out.
Roula,
How much tequila did you guys have?
at what age do kids start asking about that now? I can't remember because my daughter's grown up now. I can't
I mean,
remember
like
how old she
8,
was.
9, 10, 11, 12, depending.
Oh, no,
because
it's gotta be earlier
When
than
my
12.
son was 8, my
Some kids just don't
brother's wife had a
care.
baby.
Uh-huh.
So usually a baby into the family is a catalyst for
Where'd that baby come from?
maybe
Yeah.
maybe somebody right now is like, earmuffs, my
I know.
kid's in the car.
Like I can remember I was very inquisitive as a kid. I had to know the reason behind everything. And I remember asking my father of all people, I'm like, come on, I know it's not, the stork. And I remember telling him all these
It's
things. Like,
not.
What?
how do you figure out, you're going to have a
was.
child? And when my dad told me, give me a very clinical description, I was like, that's awful. Who would want to do that? About 2 years later, I wanted to do that. But I think it's just great to be upfront and honest and tell them, not
there's
make things taboo.
There's a thing for somebody right now who might be cringing because you don't know how to tackle that when it comes up or it has come up. There's an Instagram person you can follow. It's called Birds and Bees.
Uh-huh.
Let's see, the Birds and the Bees. And she always usually has really good insight on stuff, how to talk to your kids. So
Now, I wanted to
that's
ask
all I'm
you,
going to say about that. Let's move along from that educational talk.
do you guys
It's
do
easy for
like,
dads. You just say, ask
Talk to your mom.
do you do cutesy
thanks.
little names? Like I remember, some people would
Oh, we
say,
still talk about this. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
I just said let's not talk about
it's not
that
about
anymore.
that. All right, never mind.
I don't want to get
It was something else.
Well,
Eric's uncomfortable and he
yesterday it
has
was 80 degrees outside, and
Yeah.
my little kid, I
Yeah.
can already foreshadow my summer because he was playing in this little water table that we got him last summer. So I'm like trying to clean it out. It's so gross because we just haven't cared. And we have these huge trees, so all the leaves are everywhere.
yeah.
But he was thriving. And so I feel like because last summer he wasn't very sturdy, and this summer he is like, he is
A
going to be
machine.
a maniac. But him and Misty were having so much fun in this water table. I took off the legs of it so that it was on the ground.
Oh, good idea.
And so he was standing in it, and then he was pouring water on himself, and then he was telling Misty to get into the water. And so it was just
He'll get so
really, really
tan.
cute. Oh my gosh, that baby's
He's
going
gonna
to
be. Yeah, he's gonna be a tan boy.
He's going to be so dark. He's already darker than I am, and he hasn't even been out in the sun.
You guys are always outside.
We're always outside.
That's
So
good.
I did something on my story yesterday. Maybe even you guys know, because you all have amazing outside backyards. Like, is there something that you think that you would could not live without in your backyard?
For kids.
Or not even just for kids, just for entertaining.
Grass.
Like, I have turf, which is really nice. So I have turf. I know it sounds silly, but like for Santi, I have like a little slide with steps. We have the water table. I'm planning on doing a
We had a
sandbox.
trampoline.
We have like the.
Trampoline was fun.
Oh, you were
I know,
that
but that
kid. We
seems
always
so
wanted one.
dangerous.
Well, look at the
You
net.
get the net around it now.
Yeah, the net.
How high could you get?
Hi.
Was yours like the big
jump.
one?
You had like 6, 8
Like
feet, right? Over
8
the-
feet, 6 feet wide, you think?
You could do a
Or-
small one right now for Santiago. He's only 2.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't get
Now,
him a
did
massive
you
one.
ever get injured? I remember my daughter.
That's what I'm saying. I don't
my
think I
daughter
would do a
broke her
trampoline.
ankle on a trampoline when she was little.
Was that trampoline park?
It was.
Yeah, because those are different. Trampoline
Yeah, if you
parks.
just have a trampoline in
They
your
got those
backyard's
things
different.
in between each trampoline, and that's where.
Yeah,
So she landed on that and broke her ankle.
Ugh.
But did you ever get injured as a child, Eric?
No, no. I mean, we fell off and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
Right,
absolutely.
or got jumped off.
The popcorn.
We didn't have a net around ours, and
Right.
my brother and my sister and I were on that. And then, a double jump is when you try and launch
Yes.
the other person
Did
into
you
the next
guys,
person's yard.
You jump in the pool
That worked.
too.
I didn't have a pool, but
Oh,
man,
gosh. Mine's only
Oh,
like
that'd be
2
fun.
feet
Landed in the
deep.
grass.
Above ground pools, my cousin would have. They had that next to it, so you'd jump up over that. And,
I'm
How
not doing a
fun.
trampoline,
yeah,
but maybe other ideas.
What about a swing set? Like, do you ever envision having
I
like
was-
a playground in the
I
backyard?
was thinking of maybe a play set, but the thing is, since we have turf, I would have to put it on the we have a driveway.
No, they
So I
have
don't
the
wanna put
soft little cork stuff you can put around it.
over
Oh,
the
I don't know
turf,
about
maybe.
Yeah.
Or
I don't-
what about one with a fort? Kids love forts.
yeah.
I
I drive
guess I
down
could
the
do that.
Beltway and there's a whole factory that makes those forts. You can see them
Yeah,
right
like
there at
wooden-
Beltway 8
yeah.
past
That
Westview.
seems like an eyesore.
that's a real investment because it's real big. And once
Yes.
you have a good amount of you're not going to live in that house as long as you're going to use that.
No,
thing.
I
so
asked
I
for
don't know
a
how
hammock
invested you want.
for my birthday because I feel like a hammock would be amazing to just kind of swing because I don't have a swing. And then I told Mark maybe we should mount a TV outside.
Oh yeah,
No,
TV
don't.
is good.
That's
TV
what I'm
is good.
thinking.
That's fun
We use
sports.
that a
You're
lot.
cooking.
Right.
A lot.
Yeah, and we have a grill, so maybe I could update his grill space.
Y'all have TVs in the backyard?
Yes.
Well,
I don't have
not
one right
now,
now,
but when you-
because,
Yeah.
but I've had it for years.
But you see, like
Don't
when
they
you go
break
to
down a lot?
bars,
No.
they have the cover. They have these like
You can do a
amazing
cover.
covers
You
that they
can-
have.
you just buy cheap ones now. You could buy the ones that are made for the outside, but why spend the money? Just buy
Right.
Just buy a regular
buy a
one.
cheap one for $200.
and make sure it's somewhere shaded.
And if it
And
dies, who cares?
That's what I'm
rain.
thinking.
Get a new one 2 years later.
you know what, Sam? The house that we live in now, we've lived there 2 years. There was this giant rock in the middle of the grass, and I don't mean like a rock, like a round rock. It was like a big flat rock, like 2 people could stand on it, and it was pretty thick. I feel like it's like 8 inches thick, and we were like, I don't know what that is. Is something buried under there? Like,
Yeah.
what is under there?
It's
And
a
so
grave.
and it's been like a speed
Well,
bump
that's what
in
it
the
is in one of my
yard.
houses.
Oh,
Yeah, I
really?
feel
Like
like
a-
maybe
like a-
somebody's pet is under
a
that.
pet?
Yeah, one of my
This-
pets is buried over at in Spring Branch.
And do the people that live there right now know it's Pet Cemetery back there?
No.
Come on, Kevin, give us your pet cemetery voice.
That's something
Well,
else.
don't go digging in the back corner of Spring Branch, there. See, it was-
Oh my gosh.
What if they
that,
moved
that-
it? You'd be
that
so mad.
rock was like a
Exhumed.
speed bump in the grand scheme of wanting to run around the yard.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And so right before Christmas, I asked the yard man, I go, hey, I'm just curious. We've lived here almost 2 years, and that rock, someone's going to get a concussion on that thing. Any chance you can move that? Maybe bring in like 4 people to lift it because it looks like it's pretty heavy, and we don't even know what's underneath it. And I never really asked the sellers, and the sellers don't live here anymore, so I don't know. He's like, yeah, that's fine. So he replaced it, put some sod down. It's all mesh now, and it's great. And then nobody even noticed I removed it until I told them last week. I go, y'all
Did they
notice
get
the
mad?
rock is gone? What? Oh my God, the rock is gone. I go, how do y'all not notice that?
Because they don't care.
No.
It's a giant rock
Yeah.
that was just sitting in the middle of the yard.
You have to think about the safety. That's what I have to think of. I'm like, how many nets do I need around my house? Because I don't want my kid, like my house is fenced in, but I don't want him to run to the front of the driveway. So I'm like, okay, do I get a net to kind of close off the back? Because in a couple months, I'm not going to be as mobile and as quick to go and chase him.
right.
You know, so yeah, I'm just,
Things you got to think about.
things you got to think about. Mom brains.
We have a lot of things going on.
Oh my gosh.
Every hour is crazy today.
Got Revenge at 7 o'clock. Of course, the major announcement at 7:20.
Got a little Andrew coming in. He gave me $100 on my birthday.
Yeah, I remember that.
Told
That was
that
so
joke
sweet.
about Forrest Gump joke. So his mom and Andrew are coming in to say
How'd that
hi.
joke go again?
Sweet.
I'll let him tell it.
Okay.
'Cause he was good at
It
it.
was
And
so
then
cute.
I got pizza coming, guys.
Nice.
Try it Tuesday.
Tailspin Pizzeria. They heard us talking about how we don't like Hawaiian pizza because Sam swears by it. Sam says it's the
Pineapple?
best.
I
So-
love Hawaiian
They're gonna bring a
pizza.
bunch. They're gonna bring a bunch. They were gonna bring a bunch of pizzas.
I call
but
dibs on that whole pie.
Yeah, go right ahead.
we gotta
Yeah.
try it. At least say we tried it. Let's try it Tuesday.
Okay.
True.
Adam Ramsey's coming in.
Oh,
8:20, and
that's always fun.
Also, he's got something going on with a movie.
What?
And his dad. I don't want to spoil it, but his dad did something really cool, and they're gonna have casting in Houston. So if you want to be an actor, actress,
Or if you are one,
Yeah. Could we
you're
get a
looking for
part?
new work.
we could try. But you
I know someone's daughter is looking for work.
Oh, I know.
Coming up next in Celebrity Scoop, you know, there are a lot of TV homes that you've become accustomed to seeing on your favorite shows. One of them is up for grabs. Any guesses on how much it's going to sell for? We'll go over that and some post-Grammy party chaos that sprouted out yesterday in the afternoon we can share. Here's your official weather for today.
Okay, so a week ago at this time, it was 28 degrees. Today, it's going to be like 82. That's unbelievable. Right now, 70 degrees and 6:13 on the Roula and Ryan Show.
I am proud to introduce
Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
KRBE.
It's brought to you by Taqueria Sarandas, and I'm talking to you, Debbie. Have a great day nursing today.
Hi, Debbie. Is she a
you,
nurse
Debbie?
or is she nursing a baby?
She is a nurse. Her husband is saying is asking us to wish her a happy anniversary. It's her 13th anniversary today. She's a 6 o'clocker and she's driving into work now. Please, could you wish her a happy birthday?
Happy birthday, Debbie.
Hubby's name is what, Manny.
Manny and Debbie. The E's.
Manny, Debbie.
Manny and Debbie. Debbie and Manny. Okay, y'all have a great day. Thank you so much for listening, and thanks for being a 6 o'clocker. And don't forget, if you're just waking up and you're just catching up with us, 7:20 this morning, major announcement. Well, there's something going on behind the scenes here that we're just bringing you to the show, and a lot of people have been trying to guess what it is. It's not a baby announcement. We already did that. Sam's having her second baby.
Check.
Some people
check
think
that off the list.
Kevin and Booster, adoption.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
I'm like, you guys are way off.
Kevin does not like children.
Kev's like, we
Absolutely
can
does not like children.
that idea
So
down.
no.
Let's nip that in the bud right now.
No, we said this is
anyone
a
ideas?
major announcement that's going to change the show. That is the key there. This is going to
And we're
change
not
the
being
way
dramatic about it.
the
We're
Will
not
and
like
Ryan
trying to be
show
like,
is.
oh, and that's just a real exaggerative. No, that literally does. So we will let you know what that is
Like,
at
although
7:20.
the birth of a child is a wonderful thing and a major announcement, it's
It doesn't
not going to
change
change
the
the show.
Correct. Unless I have triplets or something.
Yeah.
That would
And
be
then
a
Kevin
little
would say, oh,
interesting.
poop the
Then
bed.
Kevin will jump
Yeah.
out the window.
Yeah, jump out the window. Okay, if you watch Stranger Things, the buyer's house from season 4 is on the market. The one in, quote, California that Will and his family and 11 move into from Hawkins, Indiana is the one that's for sale. But the house is not actually in California. It is in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Isn't that where Walter White's house was?
Yeah, that's
they
where
filmed
Breaking Bad
I
filmed.
think because I thought they're supposed to say this again.
Okay,
'Cause
so
the house,
the buyer's house
to
from season
Indiana.
4 is a California house.
That's Hawkins, but
is
remember,
the California house they moved into
when they
from
moved,
they
Indiana.
leave
the last episode or the
Yeah.
last season, 2 seasons
Yeah,
or so.
but the actual house is in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and it was used for the interior and the exterior shots.
Oh,
It
they
is
did the
selling-
interiors.
They did the interiors. The owners are asking for $675,000. It's got 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, a backyard pond, 3 levels, and a finished basement. Wow, that sounds like a good deal.
I don't want a pond.
No.
Unless it's a big,
mosquitoes.
big,
Frogs.
I was going to say, wouldn't that be kind of fun? Then you
Frog
could have like
noises.
a little boat.
I had those frogs in my pool. They were so annoying.
I don't think it's enough for a boat. I think it's like a little pond, like some
Like a
koi fish
koi
or something.
pond or something.
You need a lake for a boat.
Yeah,
Pond
yeah.
ain't gonna cut it. Maybe a raft.
Yeah, those little oars.
Yeah, like a
rowboat.
raft.
The thing
Yeah,
about
like a
Stranger
rowboat, that'd be
Things, it's been years since it's been on. I feel like I'm going to have to really go back and watch the last season to even
I can't
remember.
remember. I'll have to watch
I
it
never
YouTube.
got into it.
Oh,
No.
I loved
No.
it.
Neither.
I mean, haven't they closed the door on
been
the
9 years since-
underground
Upside
beyond
down, whatever.
upside down?
Yeah.
Well, it's still
It keeps
Aren't
little
the kids
cracks.
grown up though?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
These kids now have
Beards.
beards. And
the demidogs or whatever they are. The
It was-
dogs with the split faces.
Oh, yeah.
What was that? Demigod?
No,
Demidogs.
demagogue is like
Demagog.
something
Demidog.
different. Gorma.
Gorgadog.
No, God.
Gorber Sub-Z. Gorber
It was a
Sub-Z.
gargoyle. I don't know. Anyway, okay, so the Grammy Awards happened on Sunday night, and in case you didn't keep notes and track, it was 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Ooh, that's long.
Now, usually award shows are supposed to end like at 10, and if they go like 10:10 or something, you're like, oh, okay. And I remember at like 10:20, I go, what is happening right now? Why is they haven't even teased album of the year yet? What is going on? It was 3 hours and 45 minutes. There were 16 musical performances
Oh, that's why.
And you didn't even
Alright.
talk about Gaga, if you liked it or not. You didn't mention yesterday.
because I missed her.
I knew it because it was in a kind of commercial.
I missed
Booster
her.
said, I bet she missed it
I
because
missed it.
it was in a commercial
Because
break.
when I came back from what I was doing, my girls were like, Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars just won an award, and they weren't happy about it because they wanted they wanted Billie Eilish to win. Billie Eilish didn't walk away with anything, and her brother Phineas had to like state on social media like, don't go after people. It's fine. We didn't win anything. Just be happy everybody won something.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, wow.
the super fans
The
were like,
fans are-
how dare you? You just,
Sorry, social
snapped
media-
at Billy like this.
Social media is not a good thing sometimes with that
It's
stuff.
crazy.
No,
it's
it's
crazy. The ratings were the best they've been for the last couple of awards. I don't have. I mean, the numbers that I got were like the minutia numbers. I don't have like the layman term.
I felt like it was
numbers.
a good show, and maybe because we have a lot of our artists performing there, and I thought it was good for top 40. It showed that it's healthy because
Oh,
people
yeah.
always knock top 40 the last couple of years. Seems like a downturn.
Was there a
on some
country
artists.
performance that I missed? Did anybody country perform?
Let's see.
I mean,
I don't remember anything at the beginning. Brad Paisley, I saw him perform.
well, I mean, he played guitar, but
That's all
I
I
mean,
saw.
like usually there's at least a country performance. I'm feeling like, how did I miss this? Not Casey Musgraves.
No.
Not Kelsey Ballerini.
Lainey Wilson. didn't
Lainey
perform.
Wilson. Did I miss her?
Unless I missed it.
She just announced that she's going on tour.
Right.
But I didn't. I
At
was.
10 o'clock,
I was living under a rock.
I tapped
anything
out
after
by like
9:45.
9:40.
I have no
Okay,
help.
well, the thing that people are talking about the after party, and even at
Yeah.
the awards, is Jaden Smith showing up with that crazy Transylvania
That
castle on
was
his
so
head.
funny looking.
That is a piece of art that he had commissioned to have made for the red carpet. And here's the way the echelon is of award shows. You know, the ones that are like Oscars or BAFTAs in Britain, which is the Oscars for Britain, or SAG, Screen Actors Guild, or Golden Globes. Those are pretty formal, buttoned up gowns, diamonds, tuxedos. Everyone's all, zipped up and on their best behavior. The Grammys is where anything goes, and it's like shock value or like really
the meat
wacky out there
dress
stuff.
with Lady Gaga years ago. And
Yeah.
Bjork wearing a swan.
Yeah, no, the
Those
Swan
kind
was
of-
the Oscars.
Oh, that was the Oscars?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
the Oscars. So the castle thing doesn't totally throw me that Jaden showed up with a castle on his head, but he really did that to highlight the artist that created it. It was a vampire castle headpiece that was created for his walk down the red carpet.
Now, where's he
Oh
ever
my
gonna
gosh, it was a castle. I thought,
It was a
I was
castle.
like, what is the
Legit.
play? I thought it was like Jaden's in the house.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
he's in the house.
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
But what's he ever going to do with that thing? It's like, hey, it's cold outside. Hey, grab the
He's
house
selling
hat.
it.
Yeah, there.
Oh, really?
It was a whole thing, like from sketching to testing it to realizing the actual piece of art.
looks
The artistic
stupid.
headpiece combines the mysterious
little
elegance of a Bodie, Transylvania, with a bold modern design inspired by Transylvanian history, and that's where you go to clubs with babies who like to pet alligators.
When I
It's
saw
like
that,
Stefan.
The club with babies.
It's like Stefan on SNL.
ride alligators.
like when I saw him wearing that,
Yes.
The new club in town has baby alligators with babies in playpens and no.
I have the
paper
drop.
on
I
the
have
top.
his drop, and on the Special K drops, it's like one of my like DJ Special K
oh,
drops.
Jaden.
Bill Hader from
Bill
SNL.
Hader.
Bill. Oh,
We're talking about Stefan.
sorry.
Ryan this whole time thinks that Jaden
Yeah.
Smith was saying that on the red carpet.
Sam, check his headphones.
No.
I think he's got a different show on.
Hello,
Oopsie daisy.
Ryan.
Anyway, the woman who created this, her name is Dora Abodi, and she uses Transylvania's legends and folklore as inspiration to honor her family's history with the country. Now, the question is, how many people got mad at him at the after party? Like, get that thing off your head. I can't see anything.
We need Kevin, make something like this, and the loser of Rapid Fire has to wear it for
my
for the rest of the
Then we
day.
can't put our headphones on.
Yeah, I
For
was
the day.
gonna
Well,
say.
he could make something cool
Yeah.
with the headphones
Yeah.
fit
The
in there.
headphones fit in it.
Kevin's
That's
really
like
creative.
Marshmallow's marshmallow head, really.
Yes.
This is the castle. You can see his face.
Just need
That
to
is
go
a
to
gimmick.
to like Hobby Lobby or Michael's and buy those little foam
Yeah, the light
Yeah.
pieces and
can't
you
be too
just
heavy.
Cut them and
Or
then
like
glue them
Div
together.
Fluff a
People are saying
Squishmallow.
Shabuzi performed
Oh, Shabuzi.
Melanie Wilson,
yes,
she performed
I did
during-
see Shabuzi perform.
during a Quincy Jones song. That's when
Okay.
I saw Will Smith talking for like 20 minutes. I looked up. I'm like, I don't know what's going on because I had a mute.
I think
you were drunk, Bobby. That's
everybody's
why.
talking about
TikTok.
Quincy Jones because he's got that
TikTok.
new documentary on Netflix about the late Quincy Jones, and I watched it. It was really good. Like he did stuff I didn't even realize he did.
He's a genius.
He really
It's
was.
amazing.
I'm watching the OJ.
Oh, is that
Oh,
good?
I haven't watched that yet.
Yeah, Mark and I are watching
The
it.
documentary, or
The
is it
OJ
the
documentary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is about his life or the murders?
It's
the murders.
Just the murders.
I was-
Yeah, that's the
Murders.
thing. That's the draw. the
I know
murders.
it is, but it's really
And what is it? Whose perspective is it of the murders?
it's 50-50. It's like right in the middle. It's like breaking down. I personally think from watching it, I think it's 50-50. It's breaking down from like,
Both
because
sides?
they allowed
letting you
cameras
make
in
the decision?
Yeah, they allowed cameras into the courtroom. So they're showing like footage of that and they're showing different footage and then they have the interviews behind the scenes. So Mark and I really like it. I did fall asleep last
You
night.
know, it's funny if you watch. There's a documentary about the Buffalo Bills losing their 4 Super Bowls in a row.
Oh, there is.
And they show the Houston Oilers game.
Oh, God.
And guess who's
horrible.
doing the
38-3.
announcing or the reporting on the sideline?
OJ.
OJ Simpson.
Was he really?
Really?
Yeah.
And did
I'm like,
you
oh.
look? Did you see his gloves?
I know. Yep. I'm like,
That
oh,
is crazy.
a year
There's a
later, he's about
lot
to kill a few
yeah.
people.
There's a lot of
Wow.
time.
I mean, listen, I don't care if you know
Ooh, that's
nothing about the O.J. Simpson trial. All you need to see, the only thing you need to see to know how ridiculous it was that this man was not convicted of murder is Robert Kardashian's face, who's standing right next to him when the not guilty verdict was
friend?
read.
Yeah, he's like, wow.
Robert Kardashian's
Got
face
away
like,
with it.
what? You guys aren't putting this guy in jail? He 100% murdered them. His
Like,
blood
man.
was everywhere.
Got away with it.
It does.
But what a weird thing about the
Watching
DNA
this,
not
though-
being known.
Yeah, but watching this, it does make you question. Like it makes you. Would have sworn he was guilty, and then watching this, and now
Makes you
kind of
question.
it
Gives you
does make
possibilities
question.
that
Do you think
there
he got
could have
someone
been-
else to do it?
It makes sense why the jury didn't really find him because they painted. I don't know the defense and all those.
The
terms.
prosecution did a very poor job of presenting things.
Yes,
I always thought it was his
crazy.
son because his son was a chef, had all these knives. And,
No.
and
But
he's
that's
a big
my
guy.
biggest
and
thing.
think about
Yeah.
it, as a dad, you would defend your kid and probably take the fall for him.
Yeah,
That's
of
my
course you would.
frustration.
What
It's
was
like
the
if he
alibi with
didn't
the
do
son?
it, who did it? That's
Yeah.
the frustration.
What's
don't
the
think
alibi of the son?
No, he
I
did.
can't, just as a kid, I just
I
remember
didn't
thinking
even know
that.
that
Because he was like a big dude. He was
When
like
you
strong
watch-
and maybe, who knows? Your mind just goes crazy places from this.
Whoa, I
When you
didn't
watch
think
that,
tabloids.
then
Yeah.
Netflix has another Menendez documentary, a new
I'm
one.
down with that.
And
I think I
the
watched that
OJ
with
trial
Roula.
ties
Phil.
directly to it. Like,
Yes, it did. I did watch that one, and then we went to OJ.
I'll have
I
to
know.
watch that.
So if you want something to binge watch this weekend,
All right, coming up next, we have some listener lines.
oh yes, a lot of people making predictions about the big announcement at 7:20. Are they correct? This will be interesting.
I hope not.
Well, if they're correct, why would we play that call?
No. And also, you know what? We were talking about truckers yesterday. I've got a truck driver who really wants to share some insight about.
Oh, yes, I asked the 18-wheeler
Houston.
drivers, what's it feel like to drive your normal car after you've been driving the big rig for days and
All
days
day.
and days? Okay, we'll check in with your calls next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Alrighty.
I just want to remind you guys, if you're just tuning in, that in the 7 o'clock hour, we're going to share with you the news that we have about how this show is going to change forever. And there's not another baby coming to the brood. We already announced that, yes, that Sam is pregnant, but we've already announced that. So
Oh, well, everybody's
y'all can
got
stop
their
guessing
guesses.
babies.
They've already started guessing on the listener line.
And in the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to do Try It Tuesday. Sam loves pineapple pizza.
yay! Hawaiian
I've never had
pizza.
it proper.
You swear by this. It's funny that all like Roula, Ryan, Kevin,
Pineapple.
myself, have
Ew.
never tried it before.
I can't
Why
believe
would
you
I
have
want?
it.
I'm trying.
Why would I?
Proper pineapple
No.
pizza.
Such a sweet,
A Friday night,
savory
go to
taste.
Blockbuster, get a movie, go
No.
home, and get a pineapple pizza. Hell no.
Yeah, no.
Meat and fruit should not go together.
No.
And then we have Adam Ramsey coming in for Ask the Attorney after Try It Tuesday with the pineapple pizza. Plus, there's some movie news related to Adam Ramsey. We'll explain that when he's here.
Casting call for them.
Yeah, and 7 o'clock, between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m., we also have a chance for you to be listening for The Weeknd to tell you to call in and win tickets to his tour coming to Houston Saturday night, August the 30th at NRG Stadium. 7 to 7 is when you have to just be listening carefully because we do it many times, just like we have been with Katy Perry and everybody else to, of course, score you the experience. That's what we're all about. And there's also a way that you can win money coming up here on KRBE because we like to give away things. Radio is free and money from the radio is free.
Hey,
so
whatever I can do to keep stay with KRB and keep listening.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes. Give you stuff.
We'll explain how the money is going to play out at 7 o'clock before Revenge. We'll tell you how the money is going to come into your life. Okay.
I'm sure if you've been listening, you've heard stuff.
You're right. So let's go to the listener line.
All right. The number is 713-278-VENT. You can call it 24/7. We check it all the time. Like you said, 7:20. A lot of people have predictions as to what the big announcement is. Let's start with this one.
We all teased that you were going to have an announcement on Tuesday morning, and I just wanted to throw out my guess is what it is. I'm fairly certain that it's right. I think that you guys are going to start live streaming video and audio.
Yeah, her call was kind of hard to hear.
Live streaming, video, and audio.
I've been
I don't
pushing
think
for
that's
that
going to happen. These are just for show.
We've had cameras in here for quite some time that do nothing.
It's like props. Houses that put those up that they don't even work. They just get it like they would buy a Radio Shack back in the mid 2000s, and they just blink a red dot.
Right, and
it didn't even work. I've seen people have those.
It says this house is under surveillance.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Beware a big dog.
You're just trying to be a deterrent.
That's my goal, though. I do want that to happen. I mean, I want to be on like YouTube and Twitch and let people see it behind the scenes.
Yeah,
and
why not?
Talk to us that way too. But you got to be everywhere nowadays.
Yeah,
You really do. Eric, it was your birthday the other day, and
It's your birthday.
you have a belated birthday here.
Hey, listen, I just had a question. I was at the Barnes & Noble the other day, and I went into the restroom to wash my hands. Somebody was tearing that restroom up, boy. So I was wondering if that was Mr. Ryan up in there tearing it up. And also on the podcast yesterday, I heard that it was Mr. Eric's birthday. So happy 67th birthday, Mr. Eric. I hope you had a great day and drank plenty of your McCormick whiskey. Y'all have a good day, fart knockers.
Fart knocker.
McCormick.
Do they even make whiskey?
They do. I think they do.
They
Like,
make whiskey?
I thought it was a vodka company.
they probably make a bunch of, and they also make spices.
That's
Really?
what I was
McCormick
thinking.
Spices.
Yeah,
Is that
the same
Spices.
company?
I don't know.
it can't be.
67. Come on.
Rolla, you were talking about the truck
18-wheelers.
drivers, 18-wheelers.
On my drive
yesterday.
home from Austin, of course, you hit a lot of 18-wheelers, and I was thinking, you know what kind of car do they have at home? And when they get home, how do they go from how do they transition from the big rig with all this weight and volume to like, I got my little Honda Accord?
It's got to be weird.
Well, truck driver Charlie called in.
Yeah, you were just asking about the drivers out here who drive a big truck. I'm a daily driver, so there are days when I get off, I don't want to be in anything that rolls down the road. Believe it or not, my car is a 2008 Honda Civic, and I love that little car. When you're down here driving and you've got a car next to you, you got two open lanes next to him, and he'll sit there and ride along the side of you when you got your left or right turn signal. It's like, hello, there's a turn signal on. Turn signals around Houston are just a mere suggestion. You put a turn signal on, they'll actually speed up and cut you off because they don't want to end up behind you.
Yep.
Anyhow, my name's Charlotte. You guys have a great day.
Thanks, Charlie.
That's true. When you have your turn signal on,
Honda
people do.
Civic.
They speed up. They don't want to be behind
I'll try and
you.
let them get in
if
there
you're a
because I
truck.
know it's going to suck.
That is,
People doing
Yeah,
that.
absolutely, because nobody lets you over.
and that's quite the difference, guys.
I
18-wheeler to a Honda Civic.
I'll high beam them, the truckers.
Oh, wait.
We'll
Let
let
know
them
it's
know they
clear?
come over, and then they give you the blinkers to thank you.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, that's how you talk with truckers.
All right.
I don't think my truck lets me do that.
What?
What
I
do
have
you
it in
mean?
auto, because sometimes I want to flash my brights on people when they
Yeah.
tick me off, but it won't work.
What on the little?
Yeah, you used to like other trucks. I push it. I think
Yeah.
it even says
Push
I think
it
it
forward?
disables. I think it knows that. Now, don't be a jerk, Eric.
Don't be a jerk,
Like,
Eric.
I'm like, no.
No, this lets people go over. It's
I'm in a big truck. I wanna let them-
friend.
All right,
Hey.
let's try and get this one in. I think she's got a problem with her coworker.
My boss tells me every day this past week that my hair's a mess and I need to fix it. To me, this is very unprofessional and rude of her. I am in dress code. It's not like I just roll out of bed in the morning and just show up with my hair looking like bedhead. And I actually put time and effort into the way my hair looks. My hair is very short. It's about jaw length. Sometimes I'll wear it like half up, half down and put it like in a little bun. And she doesn't give me any other context of the fact that it's messy. To me, this is very rude and it hurts my feelings. And I just need to know, am I taking this the wrong way? I don't know how to handle this situation, and I would really like some input on it. So if you could please help me.
Oh, no, that's okay. Why don't you give her some advice after what you pulled on one of our coworkers years ago?
I forgot about that. On the intercom, no
Kevin
less.
had a talking to with our general manager.
You got in trouble.
Because he went on the speaker in our office floor and said what,
the entire
Kevin?
floor heard it.
He went for the joke.
I am not going to repeat it because it was
I will.
hurtful.
Somebody got a perm in this building.
No, somebody's had a new hairstyle of some
curly.
sort, and he basically went on the speaker totally unsolicited. She wasn't even near us.
No, it was solicited by Yoj.
Oh, yeah.
It was Yoj's
It
wording
matter.
and his idea, and
But
he's like,
she
"Here,
wasn't
just
even
say it
near
on the
us.
He ain't
microphone."
on a young
did it.
Kevin. That
She was on
I
the
was very young and impressionable at the time. I was just trying to be cool for Yoj.
Taking
It was like my
advantage of.
second day
Let
here.
Roula finish.
She is in her area where all the salespeople hang out. And this back before COVID, we had like 35 employees here.
Yeah.
And then we're over on this side, and he gets on the speaker and says, I can't remember the exact wording. He was like, do you think that was a good idea about your hair?
No, it's about
No, I did not
ethnicity.
say that.
Well, tell me how you said it, 'cause it was so bad.
I won't say the name. Let's just say Jane Doe.
Right.
Hey, has everybody seen Jane, Little Orphan Annie?
Something like that.
You
But
made
It
a
was
Little
just
Orphan
wasn't
Annie.
that
so
maybe-
much shade on this random just announcement and used her name
Oh, my God, he
about
said
her
her name.
hair. And I'm like, what
You
are
called
you
her Little
saying?
Orphan Annie.
She just reached out
Is
to me
that
on
what it
Facebook,
was?
said happy
Yeah.
birthday to me, too.
Oh, show me what she looks like
How's
then.
she doing?
I'm just Facebook friends. I don't
Did
know.
she never
She was very
go back to
sweet, and,
curly hair?
Or were you
and
saying
I
it
apologize.
Also, were you
I
saying
apologize
the
to
good
her.
idea thing to her face in our office? I feel like you were saying
there were
that from the
tears.
chair. Something else was really just savage with you in this poor woman's hair.
I was a little more brazen then. And,
Kevin's been called to the principal's office by 5 different principals.
Oh my God, I know that's for
Oh
sure.
God, I'd say so. My mouth gets me in trouble
And
every
it's not,
time.
it's not even on air stuff.
No, it's off
yeah.
the air.
On air, never. You can do all these crazy pranks. No,
And there's a
I've
story,
been taken
Kevin.
down a peg too.
There's a
on
story,
air.
Kev, that
my
2/3 of people in the workplace or just in your circle would tell you like embarrassing things. Like 50% of people would tell somebody they got a bad haircut. That's a shocker.
Why would you even?
72% of people would say they're mean. 69% of people would tell somebody they know you drink too much. 67% of people would tell somebody, "Oh my God, you smell so bad. You have body odor."
Which we have had to tell
Yeah.
Which I've had to tell.
No, I
interns.
get that, but for the most part, you've got to ask yourself the question before you utter something. Say to yourself or think, is this going to make the situation better or worse?
But how do you say it too? And you don't say it around a big group of people. You pull them to the
Right,
side.
you don't put on the
any gonna-
speaker.
is anybody going to
on the
benefit from
floor.
me saying this?
I think if Ahmad and Sam worked here at that time, I would have loved to have a camera on their faces. Like, they probably would have fallen out of their chairs. They'd be like, how is he saying that?
I know. Anymore, I have to be provoked. I don't just come out with it anymore.
KRBE to tell you
No
what's
start, no
going
stuff, won't be no stuff.
All right, I'm going to make this really short. We got a lot coming up in the 7 o'clock hour. The Houston ISD community is planning a massive sick out tomorrow to protest the harmful HISD takeover and Superintendent Mike Miles' weak response in immigration safety in schools. This is according to the organizers. It's titled Sick Out, A Day Without Students. Organizers have blanketed social media with posters advertising ways to participate in the protest. There's supposedly going to be a massive sick out tomorrow in the HISD.
So all teachers and students are not going to go to school? Is that what the message is?
I guess so.
Or is it just
It's
the
big
teachers are like, I'm
protest.
not going to come because we want, I don't, is it everybody?
It's everybody.
I don't know.
So
This is like that. Fuel prices were up back during the war.
mm-hmm.
We're all going to stay home today. No
Nobody
one's going
buy
to work.
gas.
Don't buy gas. No,
Don't
no.
buy gas. It'll
Didn't
cripple
work.
the economy. Why would you want to do that?
Yeah, that's not good thinking.
No, it's not. All right, you ready for some revenge?
Bravo.
This is where somebody messed with you and you got them back, but they don't know you got them back until you get on the Roula and Ryan show and then you hear it all. So let's find out what happened next on KRBE.